Memo kwa baba Adkwart Studios na me onsha so nyamretie na hwe Adkwart Studios. De ye kan nyina ne se adurumra a wo se nipa ye tena se dwen. Rize se ya nwene na ade a ye no na egusu ye. Na emphasis ensese bia mra yen a na a kire se ye mfi eti enya djuma ne nipa nso mfa oti nya djuma. Mwanim ko den na mi bebia na mi buo no na Kwame Bediako so abusa bani bi no no so kan no kwan foforo so mi na mkan masem se wonim nyansa nka begun se wagimi se nipa wan transe anhwe baabi a woyɛ mfoso no wan se san firi wo mfoso ho a nyansa e ma wo fie da. Because at the corner wo ye no eno na uguso ye na ni nsem a oka no eno a kire enkrofo a wo mo adwen mo mo hu yi se de tumi a hye won sa o mo nsusuye bi a o mbetumi de abu man no na nyese mo nkoto aba mame na moto aba mame ewie a madwen kwan a ebefa so a ebebu man no. Eno ne abibifo ya mane e frise dodo a yeto abama wo mo no omo nim amambuo ho hwe because simple mathematics kura no moti enkunta fofofo no moti sa no motiti sa o ani anya obi asese o kire yense de amambuo etie a wonye politician. Yanko tie na Kwame Bediako. Nyamre na tie ni nsema ho kan.
They always say that to make or to create wealth or value, you need wisdom. And it's true. You need a lot of wisdom, you need a lot of knowledge. But to be wise, what does it take? You simply need to understand what it takes to be stupid so you don't repeat stupidity. And you're a wise person. Why do we have a currency that we base the currency on someone else's currency? Our currency is valued and pegged by the US dollar. The US dollar has pegged gold to the US dollar as their reserves. They come to buy the gold from you, give you the US dollar, and then you pledge your city to it. Americans are not buying anything from us every day. We are buying things from them every day, so we're forced to change our city to their dollar and go and buy those things. They don't buy anything. The only thing they buy from us is the gold, and they don't buy it from the citizens. They buy it directly from the government. So why haven't we hedged our city to our gold? Okay, illegal mining. It is destroying our country. The sad thing is, it's not our country people that destroyed our country. We let in the Chinese, and there are millions of Chinese in our country, and they mine 24/7. Now all our waters are poisoned, and the food that we're starting to eat is this same water system that is feeding the ground. So believe it or not, in the next 10 to 15 years, don't be scared if you see any children with 3 eyes or 7 fingers.
It's happening already.
It's happening already? Okay. Now, for me as a leader, the first thing I would do is I will stop the foreigners who are destroying my land. In fact, if the Chinese are hearing me, I will probably put hundreds of thousands of them under house arrest and call the Chinese president that this is what you've done to my country. You have caused 33 million people's lives, and therefore you are going to be responsible for building and fabricating all our nest plants that will recycle this water again for us to get our life back. And after, I will release your 100,000 people to you after 4 years of hard work to fix my country. Just to show the world that we are not animals here. You cannot go to anyone's country and destroy their water, destroy their whole life. What kind of government do we have? And they're sitting down watching them. What is Ghana today? Who are we? Anybody comes to our country and experiment us? and do whatever they like, and they go out just because they put something in a brown envelope for somebody who is not even certified to be a minister or to be a leader. This revolutionary consciousness is to stop certain things that is coming from outside into our countries, that it's being manipulated. You know, we are being restricted, we're being destroyed, and our leaders can see it, and they're just watching it happening. I watch. When you go to Dubai, when you go to Emirates, these people are buying our gold every day. They pack it, they refine it, keep it as reserves. When it gets to 200 tons, they call any financial institution and say, look at my gold, it's stamped, it's Swiss stamp, I need 200 billion. And you just show them the gold and you have to take the money. So we can let our galamzeys come and work for us in the next 3 years to reach the 200 billion, and I will write all your loans off one touch. Because you have the money. God has given you the wealth. If you cannot see it, the person who can see it better will come and take it. But I want you, and I want Ghanaians to be rest assured, I am not that Mbabunu. And I will make sure I create wealth in this country. I make sure I will bring jobs in this country. Because, say, if we are able to just get another 3.5 million workers, we will have 7 million workers. 7 million workers is what we had in 1960. And the country was slightly above 7 million, which means 90-something% where they had jobs. Today, we're 33 million. And it's just about 12% that have jobs. The rest are unbedded. Just because we're tolerating foreigners and outsiders to come and take advantage of us. And we don't even know what to do with our own people. Our own people. We have 75%, which is 0 to 45 years. The youth, this is empowerment. What are we doing with them? As a country, we have to have the structure and the planning to be able to give free education to our people. The question is, can we afford it? Because free education will probably come from tax people's money or our reserves. And we have a minus. Our GDP says 75 billion, but we can't get 3 billion. We have to go and borrow it from IMF. That means there's a big vacuum in our economy. And this problem should be looked at so it can support the decision that we've taken to give free SHS. The cost of it, the kids will have 3 months education and they'll go and stay home 3 months. They'll come back and they'll stay home 3 months, because when you budget what it costs to give a nation free education is really high. That means your turnover also should be really high. You see, the way to build your economy is to have exportation power, where you export a lot of goods outside. So people's economy will come into your country. If you take your money to go and import goods into your country, you're sending your economy to those people. And so the same government, if he decides to give free education, he needs that avenues that is producing revenues in the country and causing a circulation and bringing profit into the governmental system to cater for that. And they could have problems. So it's very important that we look at how our developmental agenda in this country is, the benefits that is bringing, the profitability schedules, and then apply economy of scale so we can expand education in our country from that angle. I also think that if we're educating our people, whether it's free or paid for, please educate your country about what is in your country. The minerals in your country is important. The governance in your country is important. If you don't have this education about putting plants and putting the things in place that would process these things and package them so you can put them on shelves, or you can put them in warehouses and people will load them in containers like Americans are doing, like Indians are doing, like Europeans are doing. That is the education that we need in our country. We have to add it to our academic curriculum. We export our talents out and we import our products in. The product that we're importing came from the resources, the mineral resources that they extracted from us. So all we have to do is to put industrialization in the equation and everything changes. Everything. You create millionaires, you create entrepreneurs, you create governors, you create leaders. So the value of the country grows. When you put your nation first, your country automatically grows. Automatically. So the youth might be making a lot of noise and not be using their voice as much as they're supposed to. I don't think I don't know it. I do. When they have the chance to have their democratic right and learn about democracy, they don't allow them. They let them go into university, and that's where they buy them. That's when they make them the SRCs and start giving them money to campaign. And so we're cheating our children to become straight corrupt politicians, or it's either that or they're in the church praying and they're going to become some kind of pastor that will tell you what your future is going to be like, but they can't determine their own future. This is a country that we live in that I want to make it very clear that I don't need your consent to love you. I don't need your consent to stand for you. So I want to make it very clear to the youth that as much as I stand for them and I scream for them, it's not because I need your consent. It's because I'm thinking about the ones who are unborn yet. Because I know that if I don't fix this problem, and if I don't help fix it, it will become a generational problem, and it will keep going down and down and down and down and down. So I don't just think for the people of today, but I also think for the people for tomorrow. And that's why I stand for the youth. So that's what I mean by I stand for the youth. And I know most of them don't even have votes, because when I started advocating for this continuation for voting, for vote registration, they all went quiet. I was expecting the youth of this country to get up and stand for their rights and ask questions to the EC. Why are you not allowing us to have the votes? Why are you giving us 20 days out of the whole year to practice democracy? But they can't. But it's not my problem, and I will not be responsible for someone being coward. But I'm a very courageous man, and I was born to be like that. And I'm sure that's the reason why God has chosen me to come and lead. Because if the youth had that courage, maybe they would have started this before me. I have started a movement, and I have opened a door that not only me will be like this as from now, from tomorrow, in the years coming, you're also going to see young people like me who will gather the courage and start to work like this. And it's because we need to start our leadership from a younger age. Don't expect people who have outlived their future to build your future. So if someone is 75 years old, don't think that they can think to build your future for you for the next 50 years or 80 years. Leadership should start when we're young. When you look at Nkrumah, when he started this, he was in his 40s. All the people around him were 40s. They were energetic. They were aggressive. They were ready to work. They were ready to stand in the sun. And why are you just standing there and thinking that the old man who you are responsible to look after them, they looked after you before, it's your time to look after them. You are still thinking that they're going to build your future. I think people who are thinking this way are lazy people. They're not ready to get up. And a lot of Ghanaian youth are like that. They think all they have is a voice, and I'm the youth, and I'm the youth. My friend, tomorrow will come, you will no more be the youth. You will be an old man. So if you're going to stand on your feet now and move and make sure that you contribute to the success of the development in this country, you better do it now to be with the history men for tomorrow. Why do we have a currency that we base the currency on someone else's currency? Our currency is valued and hedged by the US dollar. They always say that to make or to create wealth or value.
Ochasia Kanyansa Huasem said the Medin Kaka and say, so one trust here now and show on Funsa Warrior, Yansan dear Winyabi. A fay Waka say Adentina Yan Sikano, now who are Dingina will be Sikaso. A idea back once a Ghana and to me and Eunice asked him when we were free more. Young queer in widow. Now, is it and can cry there, baby or Honoma or Mood Doris no moody? obisika ho odin ena kire free say yenya hwe a obi ebeto na me yesika na nya ho odin say sika ni nyina ne ti o emfa ho ni din eda osika no so ni awo ye wo manum a dodo na eba beto no ana ma osika na ho odin ejina ana ko nanimu enti senia computer yit ACTN no garbage in garbage out garbage in garbage out wodi nwira gumwa nwira na be free mo aba your input is your output waka bebre akire yen se ya nyankrofo a ye kanya ye ho na gold na ye won ye hunu hu mfaso abrofo no ba be fa gold no na omo di gold na koguo na enkrofo ahwe gold ni keke adi sika ma won omo de bo ombra afi wa bi yani ame ehunu se oman no se ya momodin na mbrantia ne mabawa eba no ya mfasa adikandie honhom na anhye mu na on adwen ni se obi na eba beye ama won a o se enche wo a wudi akire saa no a wo ka se wo ye youth a wano den no na on so abokokra but I know some ni se ya manyo sem no omo mekwan ama mbrantie no entumi enfo mu njim na sa brantie bi de no ba jim kura no a na owo school no omo de sa manyo sem no ahye ni mu a proye no ye de atete wo mu eno nti no kamde obekọ ni mu so watie bebre mede osi ha ni atie de ye ni aye bai okan ni yenhwe ne ekoso won krofa man so na yemfa mu ye bra na Ghana so yenko anim awrade nka ho bye bye.